So if you have any questions at the end, I'll be happy to stay on to answer any questions. And if you want to turn your cameras on, that would be great so we can see everyone's smiling faces as we exercise. But if not, I understand as well. So sit in the middle of your chair, placing your feet flat on the floor. Reach your arms out in front of you and just start some nice wrist rolls, right? And while you're here, give your shoulders a shrug a moment and then set them back down in place. Yeah, so we kind of already start to relieve that tension from the neck. Nice wrist rolls, good. And then reverse your wrist roll. Good. Nice. Good. And then spread those fingers nice and wide and make a fist. Spread them wide, stretch, and make a fist. Spread wide and make a fist. And wide and make a fist. Good. And then go into our bear claw, right? So you're spreading wide in just the first knuckle, right? And release. Just the knuckles. Woo, nice. And release. And release. Good. And lower the arms down. And then move on to the feet. So take your right foot up and off the floor and start to rotate that ankle. So the foot doesn't have to be very high. You can leave it pretty much down if you'd like. If you'd like to work a little bit harder, you can just lift and turn your quad on. Sitting up nice and tall, right? So we're going to focus on our posture. Even though we're sitting throughout the whole class today, reverse your circle. Nice. And lower the leg down. Other side, so just lift. And again, if you want to turn that quad on a little bit, sitting nice and tall. Rolling the shoulders back a little bit, kind of feeling the head is just kind of placed right in the center. And then reverse your circle. And lower down. Okay, I'm going to grab my 2-pound weights. So again, your choice. If you've not done this, I would say no weights. If you're new to this, just because I don't want to overdo it here with any shoulders. So sitting up nice and tall, I've got my weights in my arms and we're going to lift up to the ceiling, inhaling. Exhale, lower down with control, right? So nice and easy. Inhale, reach, kind of use those back muscles. Yeah, exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Nice. Now we're going to go to the side. Inhale. Now just go to shoulder height, no higher. Exhale down, right? Good. Inhale. Just reach to the sides of the room. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Nice. Taking that right arm up to the ceiling, still holding the weight if you are. You're going to take a small side bend. So lift up and off your chair like perch, and then side bend a little bit. And come back home. Staying on this side, we're going to add the breath. Lift as you inhale over. Exhale. The stomach kind of starts to draw in as you come home, right? So that breathing, inhaling. Exhale. Can you pull your belly button into your spine? One more. Inhale. Exhale. And then with control, lower that arm down by your side. Other arm lifts up to the ceiling. All right, here we go. Kind of perch up off your seat, sit tall. Inhale as we go over. Exhale, stomach pulls in. Nice. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. One more. And slowly lower that arm down to the side. Good. Just lower down and set the weights down if you were using them. And then come into our puppet arms now. So arms back up to the ceiling and start to reach up, poking a little hole in the ceiling. Yep, that's good. Start to move your spine and then flip your palm as you go up. Flip, flip. That's it. Good. Nice, everyone. And come down. Okay, on to our figure eight, right? So reach those arms up to the far left corner. Everyone go to the left, to the left, to the left. Yep, good. There we go. And come down and around. That's it. So again, warming up the shoulders, a little spinal rotation, increasing our heart rate here a little bit. Nice. All right, pause. We're going to go the other way. So everyone go up to that left corner or right corner. I'm sorry. Right. There we go. And down and around. And down and around. Good. Last one. And release. Nice. Okay, time for some neck stretches. So sitting up nice and tall, take your arms out to the sides on a low V and turn your palms up, right? And then tip your ear to the right. So it's ear to shoulder. Yeah, nice. And keeping that palm up, you're going to try to feel that stretch on the opposite side. And then inhaling, exhale, lift the head. Whew. Other side. Ear to the shoulder, and just go nice and slow and gentle. One side may be a little tighter than the other, keeping those palms forward. And lift back up. Nice. All right, reaching the arms forward and then out to a T, palms up. And again, shrug the shoulders a moment. And then set them back down in place. Right, and then sit taller, perching off your seat. Use your glutes and stomach. That's it, nice. Okay, and then begin pulsing back. 2, 3, take a nice big cross stretch front of the body. And pulse back. 2, 3, cross in front of the body. Good, and back. 2, 3, and cross. And back. 2, 3, and cross. And back. 2, 3, and cross, and back. 2, 3, and cross. Good, last one. 2, 3, and cross, and arms down. Okay, reach down and grab your weights again. Again, I'm sticking with 2 pounds. And just feeling the weight of those 2 pounds in the hands, take your shoulder rolls. Right, so just maybe by adding weight, it just gives you a little bit more work. Nice. And then reverse the shoulder roll, right? So then go in the opposite direction. Great job. Oh, I love seeing all that nice bright sunlight through everyone's windows. And pause. Okay, we're going to hold on to the weights here for a moment and talk about breathing again before we go into our little bit of our hundreds, right? So inhale, fill the lungs up. Exhale. Can you kind of feel your stomach pull in and your ribs draw together? Inhale, fill up. Push your lungs maybe up and out to the side, and then exhale. Stomach kind of hollows out right here. But nothing else changes in the body, just the stomach. Inhale. The stomach may fill up. It may just on this inhale and then exhale. Good. One more. Inhale. Nice and deep. Exhale. And pause. Okay, so then we're going to continue on that for our hundreds. So we're going to use the weights today just to help guide us. Palms face back. sitting up nice and tall. Start to pump the arms here, right? So just get this movement. So I'm not bending the elbow. It's a nice straight arm. I'm just taking about a couple inches in either direction of a pump. Good. Now we're going to add the breath. You're going to inhale, exhale, pulling that stomach in. Good. Inhale through your nose and out. Good. And in. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Can you pull even from the low belly? That's a little bit harder. And inhale. Exhale. Nice even breathing, guys. And in. And exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Good. And in. Exhale. 2 more to go. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Haul the air out. Great. We're going to roll down. I'm still going to hold on to my weights. If you are able to do that, please do. So I'm just going to widen my legs here a little bit. The weights are in my hands and we're going to roll down to the floor. So inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, roll down to the floor. Let your hands come to the floor. Let your head be heavy right here. And then inhale, start to lift those weights off the floor. Exhale, pull the stomach in. Glide back up to sitting, head is last. Nice. Inhale, chin to chest. So we go down nice and controlled, getting a nice little bit of a round in the back. That's okay. Feel that stretch here. And then the roll up is where the work comes in, right? So you inhale, lift those weights off the floor. Exhale, pull the stomach in and make the stomach lift you. So the shoulders are not kind of shrugging or lifting. They're just kind of staying in place and coming along for the ride. And head is last. Nice. One more. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale. Come all the way down. Feel that stretch. And then start your roll up. Inhale, lift those weights. Exhale. And come up. Nice. Okay. Oh, cat cow. Let's do cat cow next. So I'm going to still hold on my weights just so I have them ready. Round the back here, sending the arms right just past the knees. And then reverse into your cow. Bring the elbows back, lift head, neck, and chest. And then come forward into your cat. Again, chin to chest, rounding the spine gently, and then reversing that, right? The pelvis kind of tips. Lift, nice. And one more round. And come back to our cow, lift head, neck, and chest, roll the shoulders back, and then come to neutral. Okay, we're gonna add our little knee lift today with a bicep curl. So again, options here. You don't have to hold on to the weights at all. I'm just adding them for a little bit of extra. I'm sitting in the forward front third of my chair. Arms are down by your side. You're gonna inhale, exhale, lift a knee and bicep. Inhale, exhale, other leg. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Good. Keep going. Now I'm not lifting my knee so high. I'm not trying to get it like to my chest or anything. I'm just trying to see if I can use my stomach to facilitate the knee to lift. Right? Same idea as our hundreds. Exhale, pull the stomach in. Inhale, exhale. It's a little bit of coordination. I understand. So you can always leave the arms out of it if you're kind of getting stuck. And sitting up nice and tall, right? Kind of working our back without even realizing it, just by sitting up nice and tall. And release. Good. Okay, still holding on to the weights. Bring your elbows into your sides today, right? So now a little bit of rotation. Reach the palms out to the side, squeeze the shoulder blades, and come back home. Rotate the shoulders out so my elbows are staying into the body, and return. Good. Roll those shoulders open, squeeze shoulder blades and return. Nice. And open and return. Nice. And open and return. Good. Last one. And pause. Good. Holding the weights down in your lap, we're going to take a little zip up. So just imagining you're zipping up a sweater or a jacket here, right? You're going to lift the weights up, elbows go out to the side. Nice, guys, and lower back down, right? So your elbows stay parallel to the floor. Yes, you create this one line. So therefore you have to work through the mid and upper back and along the sides. So as you lift right here, hold, you're kind of working this whole band around the upper body and lower down. See if you can feel that. See if you can feel right under the ribs to lift. Lift and lower. Nice. Last one. Lift and lower down. All right. Set your weights down now. We won't need them, but grab your band. It's okay if you don't have a band. We can still work with that. Or you can use a towel. So take it around your right foot. So now I'm going to sit back to the middle back of the chair. So I have a little bit more support, right? So it might be a little bit easier than on the back, on the hips, right? So holding that leg out, point and flex into the band. Point and flex. And then even while you're here, are you sitting up nice and tall, or have you crept back down to maybe a more comfortable posture? Sit up, send those shoulders back. Good. And then circle the ankle with the band. Great, Anita. See if you can use the towel and hold on to the towel. Good. Yay. Good job. Good. Okay, now holding on tight to the band, we're just going to take a little bend and straighten and adding a little bit of quad work. So bend, and then as you straighten, tighten up the top of the leg right through here. Bend and straighten and sit up tall. So nothing changes again in the upper body. You're almost getting taller as the leg lifts, if you can imagine that. Even taller. You're going to try and reach the crown of the head to the ceiling. Nice. And hold. Good. Now onto your little leg circle. So take that same leg, just turn it out a little bit, right? So the toes are going out, you're looking at your heel, and take little circles with the leg. Not very big. Again, we don't want to get into our back with this. So you're just kind of working the hip and then reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and release. Okay, going on to a little bit of a stretch. Put the heel on the floor, hinge, and bend the elbows behind you. So you can keep the heel on the floor. If you're able to lift the leg, you can also lift the leg and take your hinge here. So kind of choose which option is best for you. So if you're able to lift that leg and sit, or put it on the floor, hinge and row. Hinge, pull the band. Yeah, Anita, your towel may not be long enough. And bend. Good. Okay, now for our stretch. So do sit back into the chair. Still on that same leg. Take the band into the opposite hand, turn that foot into the body, cross the body a little bit. Now you're going to start to feel it probably right there, behind the calf, behind the knee. Take your opposite hand and see if you can twist away. This gets a little bit more. And then lift your heel, as if you were going to lift your heel off the floor. You might feel even more stretch. Yes, everyone can feel that stretch through their calf. And then come forward and release. Nice. Other side. So switch sides. And again, for the first one, we're just going to sit towards the back of the chair and then point and flex in the band. Point and flex. And again, sitting up nice and tall. And circle the band, circle that foot. And reverse. Good. And now we're bend and straighten, right? So you're going to bend, straighten the legs, sit up even taller. Bend, straighten, tighten the quad like you're going to pull the kneecap towards the hips. Sit tall. Good. Nice. Inhale as we lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. Last time. And hold. Onto our circle, right? So turn the foot out so you can see the heel. Toes are pointing on that diagonal, and little circles, 5 each way. 3, 4, 5, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. So take the band into the opposite hand, turn the foot in, the whole leg in, cross the body a little bit. Start to feel the stretch through the outside of the knee and the leg. Turn to the opposite side and then lift the heel with the band. And you'll really intensify that stretch. Nice. And come back through your center. Oh, I forgot our hinge. And then come down, bringing that foot to the floor to take your hinge stretch. Hinge and row. And release. Right, so option here to keep the foot on the floor, hinge and row. And then if it's available to you, hold the leg up parallel to the floor and row. Hinge. Nice. Hinge. And release. Nice. Bringing that leg down, sitting up nice and tall. Still hold the band. Shoulder distance apart. So bring it down so everyone can see over the band. Right, exactly. Nice. Inhale, pull it apart. Even if you have a towel, just kind of pull the towel apart. Exhale, release. Inhale, pull. So again, you're just sending the arms out. Good. Exhale, release. Nice. Inhale, pull. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale, pull. Exhale, release. Good. Still holding the band. You're just going to send the band down, get taller, 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 taller. Exhale, release. So inhale, tighten your glutes as if you're going to like levitate off that chair. Shoulders are back, head is nice and long. Exhale, release. Right? This sense that you're lengthening your spine. Imagine each vertebra are little tiny like cans of tuna, and you're lifting each can off the other, creating space through your spine. And exhale, release. Nice. One more. Inhale. Exhale, release. And relax. Nice. Put the band aside. Again, sitting into the middle of the chair. Take the hands behind the head or crisscross them. So if you have tight shoulders and this is too much, you can hold right here. So you kind of decide on what your shoulder, flexibility is today. Sitting nice and tall, you're just going to tip back and exhale, come home. So keeping a straight posture. So it's not our swan just yet. So I'm going to turn side so you can see I'm not really going very far, right? So I'm just going to tip and then come home. So I'm working front to back here. I'm going to inhale, use my back muscles, exhale, use my stomach muscles. Inhale, activate the back. Exhale, activate the front. So again, nice and small. Inhale and exhale. So you'll know if you can feel those back muscles working. No clenching in the hips. If you're tightening your seat, you're gripping so much here to prevent yourself from tipping. Let this be, right? Sit up tall and just feel that lean, and then the stomach brings you home. Inhale back and home. Nice. Okay, now bring the hands behind the head because we're just going to go to the side. So you're going to inhale and tip over to your left. Exhale, stomach into home. Nice. Inhale over right. Exhale and home. So again, working the waist side to side. Stretch. Stomach in and lift. And reach. And lift. Nice. Reach. And lift. Last one here. And lift. Then go into a little stretch. So just tip over and then hug the head with the outer elbow. Open that elbow and then lift back up. So I kind of call this the taco fold, right? So we side bend. We bring that outside elbow down and in, creating a taco. Open the elbow and lift back up. One more each side. Reach. Fold, feel that stretch behind the top of the shoulder across the mid and upper back. Open that elbow, lift back up. Last time this side. Fold in half, look down to the floor. Open back up and come home. Nice. Take a little bit of a shoulder shrug here. Good work. Okay, reach those arms up. We're going to take a little bit of a forward diagonal hinge. So you're going to inhale, and then you're going to reach to the front right corner. Exhale, come back home. Inhale, left front corner. And come home. So again, a little bit of side bending. Yep, and reaching. So as we lift, should feel this nice down through here, this side, and come back home. Good. Lift up and over like you're going to tap the wall in that diagonal. Last one. And home. Arms down. Good. Into big arm circles. I'm going to take a 1 pound weight for this today. I think 2 might be a little much, but if you have strong shoulders, by all means, you can try it, but I would stick with no weights or 1 pound. So starting with that right arm, lift up and then send the gaze back as you circle the arm behind you, right? So here again, we're adding a little bit of rotation. Reach and reach, nice and controlled. Send your gaze back. That's it. Nice. Last one. And home. Other arm. Lift, twist, and reach back down. Lift. Send your gaze back. And down. Lift, twist. Send the gaze down. Good. Reach. Good. Be mindful how that shoulder is rolling through the joints. Nice. 2 more. Last one. And home. Nice. Roll the weights down, set them on the floor, and then we're ready to go into our saw. So sit forward on your chair, widen the legs, bring your arms to a T. Inhale, twist right, try and reach past the leg to the outside of the leg, roll down. Back shoulder rolls in and back palm lifts up. Inhale, roll up through your center and exhale. So inhale, twist to the other side, roll down, exhale here. Inhale as you start to roll up, exhale through the center. Inhale, exhale down, hold, flip the palm, inhale, lift, exhale as you finish. Inhale, twist. Reach down towards that pinky. Flip the back palm up. Slide back up. And come center. Nice. And now for a little bit more of a twist. So take your right leg over your left. Take the opposite arm. Give it a hug. Take the arm and reach behind you over the chair. and look back. Good. Shoulder down, right? So if you feel your shoulders are up by your ears, can you place them down and lift through your mid back to facilitate the twist more? And come back center, right? So we're trying to lift the spine and twist through that rather than shoulder. So other leg crosses. Take the opposite arm, reach back. Same idea, get taller to go back. Taller, taller, taller. That's it, that's it. And come center. Nice. Taking some pelvic tilts, we're gonna go side to side first today. So just start to kind of rock back and forth, letting the opposite hip lift. Let it lift. Lift. Nice. And then come to neutral. And then we're going to tip the pelvis back and forth, right? So you're going to just roll back a little bit and then roll forward. So think tiny cat and cow here. Like you're going to just roll, tipping the pelvis like a bowl of soup, and then tip it out and then roll back and release and roll and release. Nice. So now we're ready for a little bit of swan. So sit all the way back in your chair, taking the hands behind the head, using the back of the chair against the shoulder blades. Lift the head, like use those hands to lift the head off of the neck and then arc over the back of the chair, sending your gaze to the ceiling and then bringing everything back to neutral. Good. So add your breath. Inhale as we go up and over. Exhale, stomach softens as we come home. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, home. One more like this. Inhale, lift. And exhale, home. And arms down. Sitting to the middle of the chair again, bring those arms above the head. And we're just going to take a bigger version of that swan a little bit, right? So you're going to bend the elbows and take that arc, lifting head, neck, chest, and then coming back to neutral, right? So we don't have support of the chair. So just be mindful. If you've got any back issues, really make sure you're lifting the spine first before we go back and coming to neutral. So my head lifts, my chest reaches forward, my shoulder blades come together in the back there, and then everything comes to neutral. So there should be no pain through the low back. I would take a rest if you are feeling any of that. And lift back up. Last one. And up, and arms down. Nice. Now reach behind you. So again, you should be forward in the chair so you have some space. Grab your fingers with one hand, right? So I'm going to take this idea of reaching behind me, grabbing a few fingers with my opposite wrist. Roll your shoulders back. And then just lift the arms off the back a little bit, drawing the shoulder blades together, and release. So I'm just lifting the arms and release. Lift and release. And lift and release. Switch hands. So grab the other finger, the other hand set of fingers now with the opposite wrist. Roll the shoulders back. And now you're going to take a neck stretch. So you're going to turn the head and look to your left and look center. Turn and look right. So again, just by holding those hands behind the back, we're getting a little bit more of a stretch, and look center. Nice. And again, turn the head. See if it can go a little further this time. And center. And the other side. And center. And down. Nice. Take a nice roll down to kind of relieve all that tension. Let's go into rounding. That was a lot of work for the upper body, guys, but great job. Let the head be heavy here. And then roll on up. Okay, so we're going to go on to some more weight series. I am going to grab my 2 pounds again. So again, you have the option of a 1 pound or no weights at all. So sit tall in the middle of the chair, feet flat on the floor. So we're going to do a little combination here of rowing. So your arms start up by your shoulders. And then you reach the arms up on a diagonal. So go where the ceiling meets the wall ahead of you. And then lower straight arms down towards the floor. Lift with the straight arm back all the way up to the ceiling now behind the ears and take a big circle. Right. And then start back home here. So we start from here. You reach, like you could touch the wall ahead of you. Lower down, send the arms down through the floor. Lift them back up through the ceiling, stretch and take a big circle. Nice. And come back here to start. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, circle. Nice. And here we go again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, circle. Good. On to shave. Make a diamond above the head with the weights. Good. Can you reach the arms forward and up? Good. And lower back down. Reach and lower. Nice. Reach and lower. Reach and lower. Last one. And come on down. Nice. Okay. Let's do pull. You know what? I'm going to drop down to 1 pound. I think 2 pounds gets a little heavy for these next few. So hug a tree. So imagine you're just giving a hug to a giant tree. So spread those arms, the fingers away from your chest. Inhale, open those arms out wide, soft elbow. Exhale, reach around. Inhale, open. Exhale, make that giant circle in front of you. Good. Inhale, open. Exhale, come home. Inhale, open. Exhale, home. One more. And home. And arms down. Good. On to what we call pulling straps. So bring your arms forward just below the shoulder, right? So not that high. I want you to stay kind of just below that shoulder. Palms facing for each other. So palms facing in. Reach the arms down, roll the shoulders back, pinch the shoulder blades here a little bit, and then come forward, bring the arms forward. Good. And again, as you reach the arms down, you sit taller, draw the shoulder blades together, and return. Good. One more like that. Reach down, roll the shoulders back, and come home. All right. Now, can you hold your arms out to a T? So this is where the 2 pounds are getting heavy. So if you've got those 2 pounds, be mindful of the shoulder. Now roll the shoulder back so your palms flip open. Good. Lead with your pinky. Send the arms down towards the hips in a wide V. Now, can you lift them back up? Yep. Roll them back again. Reach with the pinky down towards the floor. And here's where you use those back muscles. Lift back up. And reach down. So if you ever did any butterfly swimming, it's that same type of arm movement. Last one, reach that pinky down. And come back up. And lower those arms down. Nice. Take a little shoulder roll here. Good. And the other way. Nice. And then set the weights down. Okay, we are going to come and stand a little bit. So stand up and take a moment to adjust your camera if you need to. And just stand behind your chair for balance. So this way you can just hold on to the back of your chair. Your feet are parallel. Right? And now first, all you're going to do is releve. So you're just going to lift and lower the heels. lift and lower. Good, lift and lower, lift and lower. And then you can challenge your balance by letting go of the chair, lift and lower. Then use your glutes to help you lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. And 10. Good. Placing your hands back on the chair. You're now just going to prance and you're going to alternate heels. So I'm going to step so you can kind of see. So you're going to lift one heel and then the other. So we call this prancing, right? Now, can you keep the hips still with this one? Use your stomach, your core. So you're just barely switching sides, right? You're staying nice and controlled. And then if you can, you'll probably start to feel a little bit of ab work, a little bit of core. Lift, lift, lift. Nice. And pause. Good. Okay, standing still. You can stand behind your chair. Put your hands on the chair, stand still. Feet are parallel. Just close your eyes for a moment. And then just let go of the chair. Bring your hands down by your side. And just take a few breaths here, just noticing how your feet are anchored to the floor. One more breath. And then open the eyes. Okay, now we're going to go into a little 2x4. So I'm going to step to the side to show you. So again, my feet are parallel. I'm going to lift my heels. I'm going to soften my knees a little bit and then send my heels down to the floor. Feel the calf stretch and tighten the seat and lift up. Right, so we lift, bend the knees with control, send the heels down to the floor, tighten the seat and lift. Nice. So it's a small movement, but again, we're stretching through the back of the ankle there. And you can challenge your balance if you like. Lift, woo. One more. All right, but now we have to go the other way. So you're gonna bend, lift your heels first, and releve, lower the heels. Take a small little squat, lift the heels, tighten your seat, lift back up. Woof. Bend, lift the heels, releve, and lower. One more. Lift, lower, and come down. Nice. Okay. Standing to the side of the chair, placing your one hand on the chair, tighten your seat, bend the inside leg a little bit, and then press the outside leg forward, and then straighten up. Taking that outside leg, take some circles here. You're going to circle, circle. Use your standing leg for support, right? So tighten the seat. Nice. And reverse, standing nice and tall. Good. And pause. Then lift it out to the side and down. Out to the side and down. And the side and down. And down. And down. And down. And down. Nice. Okay, come to the other side of the chair. So I'm going to move my chair over. Good, right? So soften the knees a little bit as you send the outside leg forward and then stand up nice and tall on that standing leg. Lift that outside leg and circle. 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 Nice. And reverse. Good, and pause, and then lift out to the side. Lift and lower, and lift. And lower, and lift, and lift, and lift, and come down. Nice. Turn your chair so you can face the seat of the chair. And then bring your hands down to the chair and walk your feet back and take this nice L stretch, right? Sending the hips back. So then take a peek in your camera that your hips are over your ankles. And then flatten the back and breathe. And again, you're creating length here, right? From your fingertips to your tailbone. You can soften your knees here. You don't have to have a locked knee. Kind of just be mindful of that. But a nice kind of flat back hinge stretch here. Good. And then flip your right palm and look under your left arm. Good. And then return. Flipping that left palm, look under the right arm. And down. Option to stay here and enjoy the stretch, or roll forward into a plank, bringing the shoulders over the wrist, tightening the seat, creating one nice line. Now, if you're not comfortable with a plank, stay in that L stretch, or even come to the wall and kind of just hover off the wall in a plank pose. But pull the stomach in if you're here. Reach the back up to the ceiling. Look down and ahead of you. Breathe. And then release, walking those feet back down, the heels down, back into that L stretch. Nice. Bend the knees as you walk back in. Roll on up, turn your chair front again. Okay, a little bit of balance work. So come and step to the side of the chair. Take that outside knee and hold. Yep. Nice. You can just challenge, see if you can let go. Maybe, maybe not, it's okay. Nice. And down. Okay, come to the other side. Good. Lift that outside leg. Take the hand just below that knee and hold. If this is too much, you can even just kind of keep the foot just a little bit off the floor and just work your way up and then see if you can let go. Good. And lower down. Nice. All right, come back to our chairs. Coming into that forward stretch, taking your right heel over the knee. Sitting up tall, gently pressing that knee open. So do this part first, right? Sit up tall. If this is too much, you can always just cross the legs here again before we roll forward. So I know sometimes it's hard to get that hip to open. And then start to hinge, right? So maybe start to feel a little bit deeper through the stretch, right down through the back of the thigh. Yes, nice. Then if you're able, draw the chin to the chest, fold as you walk down towards the floor. You're not, believe me, I'm not getting to the floor. So if you're getting to the floor, you have a great amount of flexibility there. So go for it. Breathe through this. And then roll on up nice and controlled. Good. And then unfold. And then take your other foot up and over. And just notice side to side. You can't hear me?
You're muted.
I'm muted.
We can hear you. Mary Therese, we can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you too.
Okay. Right, so notice this side, right? Send that knee down. Hinge first. Yes. And then chin to chest, roll on down. And gently roll back up. Good. On to our larger mermaid. So sit back in your chair, taking that right foot out. Again, if this is too much for your hips, go back to where we started at the beginning of the class and just take this small bend. But if you are able, get this leg out long. And I'm going to point my toe today. So you have a nice long line here. Other hand can come to that front leg of the chair for a little bit of support if you need it, and start to reach up and over. Nice. And then really take a moment here to lengthen that arm up and above the ear, like you're going to touch that wall to the other side of the room. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Take an inhale. Remember, right, we use our stomach still to help lift us back up. Good. And again, arm comes up, lift up and over, and then just take a moment to elongate. Can you create more length from your fingers to your toe that's on the floor? Inhale and exhale, lift. Good. We're going to add a little rotation in this last rep here. So come on over. And then can you turn down, looking to the floor? Right? So I'm just looking down. I maybe can set my hands down. If this is too much, that's okay. Then turn back front facing the camera. Inhale and then exhale, lift yourself up. So that was just a nice little rotation if you were able to do that towards the floor. So come to the other side, right? Send that other leg out. Point the toe. Arm comes up. Inhale, reach long. Ooh, nice. And again, set that arm up and over the ear so you're reaching, reaching, reaching. Yes. Inhale, exhale, lift back up. And again, arm comes up and over, creating space from the fingers to the toes. Inhale, preparing, exhale, and up. Nice. Last one, reaching over and then turning your body to look down to the floor. And then even lowering both arms, reaching to the floor. Again, if this is too much strain, you know, obviously come back to just that side bend. But if you're able, it's a nice twist. And then look back towards the center and lift back up. Nice. Bring the feet back in. And then sitting up nice and tall, take some nerve stretches here. So reach the palms, fingers up, palms facing out to the sides of the room. Ooh, nice. And then take your pointer finger and thumb, tap your cheekbones, roll the fingers behind you, lifting the thumb over the eyes. Nice. Yep. So, yep. Exactly. It feels as awkward as it looks. So then you know you're doing it right. And lower back down, keeping the pointer finger and thumb together. Reach your arms down, flip your fingers up to the ceiling, and then roll the pinkies out to feel the stretch all through there. Nice. And release. Bringing the hand over the ear, drawing the head down towards the right. Just taking a final little bit of a neck stretch here, just nice and gentle. Lift back up. Other side. Woo. We still may have one side that's tighter than the other. And up. Good. Arms down by your side. Finish with 3 breaths. Inhaling. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. And thank you everyone for joining us again. It's so nice to see you. So I am not here towards the end of the month, which is why we had to miss a week. So I'll be back on April 8th.